The first step to creating the 3D visualizer is importing your data. Once you're done importing your data, click on the Statlits tab and go to 3D Dynamic Visualizer. Now you can start entering each of your columns into the listed fields. I'm going to first start by entering internet users into Z, mobile cellular subscriptions into X, and fixed telephone subscriptions into Y. My slicer will be the year, the identifier will be the country code, the size will be average tech, and the color will be region. The first step is moving all the contents over so that you can see everything that's on the screen. You can do that by just dragging the little box to the left. Now you can go ahead and play the visualization to see where your correlations are. In this case, you'll notice that as time progresses, the number of internet users goes up, as does the number of mobile cellular subscriptions. Furthermore, as I move the view to look at fixed telephone subscriptions, we can see that they start off rather high at 6 or 9, and as time progresses, it goes down. The 3D visualizer allows you to look at the data from many different angles. One such example is the view we see here. Looking at the data through this 3D dynamic visualizer is very interesting, as it allows you to compare each of the regions. You can see here towards the bottom we have Africa, whereas towards the top we have North America, Europe and Central Asia, as well as Latin America and the Caribbean. Whereas towards the middle we see the Middle East and North Africa. Using the 3D dynamic visualizer, you can also pinpoint the year in which a certain trend took place. So far, we've been automatically playing through the years using the play button. However, you can also manually go through the years by using the scroll bar. In this case, we can see that there's an uptick in internet users starting in year 1995 and continuing throughout. The biggest uprising was towards the 2000s, where a lot of the regions started to increase in the number of internet users. If, while looking at the data, you encounter an anomaly, you can click on the data point itself and then go to the data book, where it will show you exactly which row of data is causing that anomaly. Now that we know Latin America is the outlier, we can go ahead and show that within the visualizer itself. Once you go back to the 3D Dynamic Visualizer, right-click and go to Analysis Options. There, click on Selected Identifiers. There, under Selected Identifiers, go ahead and select Latin America. In this case, it's CYM. Then additionally, also be sure to click on Selected Identifiers under Breadcrumbs. Once you've enabled the identifier, go ahead and play through the data again to find out where that particular region or country is falling off the trend of the others. In this case, Latin America starts to fall off the trend in 2005, and it doesn't appear to go back with the other regions until 2015. We can also help smoothen out the visualization by changing some of the settings under Analysis Options. Here, we can change the option under Smoothing to include running means, as well as under Missing Values, we can put same as previous. Therefore, if anything is missing, it's going to use the latest data possible to create that visualization. This is what the visualization looks like after making those changes. As you can see, the points move a lot more smoothly throughout the visualization. Lastly, we can also highlight all of the bubbles which represent data that has a large increase or decrease. To do so, right-click the visualization and go to Analysis Options. The first step is to disable the breadcrumbs that we initially turned on earlier. Now, under Highlight, select the button that says Increases and Decreases, and then go ahead and hit OK. Now, when you play the visualization, any region or country that has a large difference in the data will be highlighted. It's interesting to look at this data because it shows that South Asia and Africa haven't had much change in their technological advancements over the years, as shown by this particular chart.